Hi, I'm PGA professional J.R. Ross and Director of Instruction here at the Dogwood Golf Academy. As you can see behind me, it's pretty windy today, and originally we were going to talk about going out and working on side hill lies on the golf course. But with the wind blowing this hard, I decided this would be a great day to go out on the golf course. Let's talk about hitting golf shots into the wind so you could be a better wind player. Golf, as we know, is difficult enough to play as it is under the most ideal conditions. Throw in and factor in 25-mile-an-hour wind conditions. Now it becomes very disastrous on the golf course, wreaking havoc with your swing, your timing, your balance, let alone the flight of your golf ball. There are a few things, though, that we can do to make these things better. So we're going to talk about a few tips. So let's head on over to the driving range and we can discuss those things. To begin with, I brought you down here to the driving range to show you this is the major do not when the wind is blowing this hard. You do not want to practice on the driving range when the wind is blowing this hard because it does a lot of things to your balance, your timing. You can't feel the club, you can't feel positions. So this is not the place to practice on a windy day. Another key element of playing in the wind is you may want to choke down on your club, because this will give you more control when you swing the golf club choking down on it, which will also be beneficial. Now, when doing this, remember, you may want to club down a little bit and take one extra club because you're not going to swing the club as fast when you choke down it, so you're going to lose a little bit of distance. It's also very, very important to swing easy. Most of us, when we're playing in the wind, we think we got to swing harder. Swinging harder is actually the worst thing that you can do because the harder you swing and hit down and through the golf ball, it'll put more backspin on the ball, which will actually send the ball up into the air more, causing a ballooning effect. It's just going to get up in the wind. It's not going to go anywhere. So swing at about 80% when you're swinging the golf club into the wind. Okay, your setup positions also will factor into hitting shots into the wind. Normally, ball position is a little farther forward and center when you're hitting a 7-iron. Playing into the wind, it will absolutely help you if you play the ball back in your stance, keep the weight more on your left side, get your hands leaning a little forward, because this is going to cause your ball flight to be lower, almost like a punch shot effect. So let me show you the setup positions. As I set up, as you can see, I have the ball in the back third of my stance. I'm also going to narrow my stance a little bit, keep majority of the weight on my front side, and let my hands start forward over my left thigh. So as I swing through the ball, I'm going to hit down and through the golf ball. Just like that. The ball went low, penetrated, drove right through the wind. Also, you do not always have to hit the hero shot or be the hero. There's times laying up is not a bad thing, especially trying to hit over the water like here at number 15 at Dogwood. If the wind's blowing in your face, sometimes you might lay up and then hit the next shot on the green, make your one putt, you can still make a par that way as well. Now let's talk about for the fun times when the wind is behind us. We're downwind, we want to swing hard, we want to let it fly. And that's just what you do. Swing your golf club the way you would like to. Just remember the ball's going to fly farther. That's a good thing. But remember, you might now have to take less club because the ball is going to fly farther. Okay, so in closing, just a general rule of thumb that will help you gauge the wind and the distance. I like to equate 10 miles an hour of wind to 10 yards in distance. So if it's 10 miles an hour wind, I club up. If I'm into the wind, I club down. If I'm downwind, for the side wind shots, I basically look at it the same way. If the wind's blowing from 10 miles an hour to right to left, I'm probably going to aim 10 yards farther right than I would have. Let the wind blow the ball to your target. Once again, I hope these tips have helped you learn how to play better in the wind. As always, I'm happy to be here for you. J.R. Ross, PGA golf professional, Director of Instruction at the Dogwood Golf Academy. And there's the wind right on cue.